Leaving Portomarin. It's clearly been raining. This is the albergue I was in last night. Slightly fancier than normal. And one of the things we're looking forward to was the fact that there's a bakery right next door. And it said yesterday that it was going to be open, and it's not. So we're going to have to go and find someone else. The sun is rising. I can tell there's some colour in the clouds over there. Something beautiful is happening somewhere. Let's see if I can see it. Anyway, we're leaving Portomarin. We might even get the sunrise on the river. At last, the sun has come out. It's been a long time. Let's hope it stays this way all the way to Santiago. Which is... You see, this is the kind of thing that happens on the Camino. You haven't... You think you've escaped people, and then they appear from behind you. Haven't seen you guys for a couple of days. What's happened? Have you been taking a rest? Have you ever been in my video yet? Okay, so I'm thinking about that conversation I had with you a minute ago about, you know, that if we're far enough down the road now with the Camino to know kind of how it's gone, to have a perspective on it, in terms of, you know, your physicality. So how would you describe, you know, how it's gone for you?
Oh, I feel on top of the world. It's going amazing. Yeah.
And do you think, I mean, did you go through that period in the beginning where lots of aches and pains?
Yes, but thankfully I did that in my Camino before this Camino.
Yeah, you've got experience.
During Porto to Santiago.
Yeah.
But yeah, the very achy legs, the ending the day and just like being barely able to move and that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it takes, I think it takes at least 3 weeks to really, really sink into the experience.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm in a fairy tale. I mean, I know this is real, but anything could happen and I'd be like...
You wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, or I'm like, okay, bring it. Like, let's do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's like I'm so engaged in the process of it
Yeah,
that
I think...
I'm like welcoming whatever it brings.
Yeah, this walk does put you in a very open frame of mind.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like you said, you know, the people that just are only able to do 1 week at a time,
Yeah.
unfortunately, just can never get that thing. There's the thing about, it's the ultraia, which there's an expression that you see a lot on the Camino, this ultraia, which means, I went and looked it up, and it comes from the Latin for ultra, meaning further, longer, endurance.
Yes.
And there's something about it, having felt the endurance, having done the endurance. Oh, there's a cafe. Nice one. I don't need it.
I don't either.
Every now and again you come across cute little cafes like that in the middle of nowhere, seemingly.
Usually I just want to go see who...
Oops, sorry.
Sorry. Usually I just want to go see who's in there.
I know, yeah, same.
and be like, hi. No, but it's okay.
That's it. I mean, and by this stage in the Camino, you know so many people on the way that you like to sort of see who's around, see if I can hang about with somebody for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, say okay. So there you go. That is the thought. Ultra.
This is it, yeah.
So I think there's something about, and it fits with my whole kind of fitness lifestyle right now, the kind of the endurance thing, because triathlon's my current sport, and that's all about endurance. And so so you've got to go through endurance to get to where we're at. That's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've found the topic. So Anna, I've been passing from Boston. I've been passing for days and days, and we haven't had a decent chat until now. And I think I've got the topic right. The topic is that Anna's just come out of a hospitality experience, where she's, despite the fact that she's very young, she's found herself in a management role, and now she's having a change.
Yes.
And question one is, what do you think about the hospitality you've experienced here in Spain? Well, compared to what you know.
Yeah, well, it's actually interesting because ever since I started managing, the place that I was working at before, every time I go into somewhere, I look at their processes and how they function and if they even have any structure in the way that they function. So, I mean, here is just very different anyways compared to the US. So, I don't know if I've even necessarily been paying much attention to it here. It always seems like there's only one person working and they're kind of doing everything.
Yeah. I think it's the same here. Well, same as it is in Scotland. You find that there's less staff. Everybody's struggling for staff, and so that's what Anna said. There's just kind of not enough staff in the places we go into. Is it the same in the States?
Well, yes, I think everywhere is struggling to have people to work in places like that, but you don't often go in somewhere and there's only one person working like that. It did happen to me a few times working where I was, just because we were short-staffed, but it seems everywhere you go here, there's only one, maybe two people working.
Are you a good barista?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured you might be.
We had a very nice espresso machine. We were very lucky.
Yeah.
It was fun, but that was maybe my favorite part as opposed to making food.
Ooh, I see blue sky in the picture. At last.
Blue sky is a luxury.
I just love to get one day of clear skies. We've had so much rain.
And the sun.
I know. Oh, there we go.
Any more questions?
Just one, which is, have you kind of had an idea about where you go next?
Absolutely not. I actually haven't. I think going from my experience, I didn't really have a lot of life-work balance and separation between the two, so I'm open to lots of different fields, but it's kind of my main priority in searching for another position is having more of a balance between the two. And because it's hard to value your life when there's no separation, and you don't want your entire life to just be work. You want to have those things that, spend time with people and not just the people that you work with.
Yeah, balance.
So, no, I don't really have a specific thing. We'll
balance.
See.
Yeah, I like that. Good place to end it there. Balance in life.
Yes.